So for right now, the only thing we can say for sure, the shooter in this situation is dead.
Yeah, and you may notice that, of course, we have been repeating the same thing, and we're trying to stay on the air as long as we can because this is such a fluid situation. We get updates that come every so often, and that's why we're trying to tell you what we know for those who are still joining us, because we're also live online. So we just want to, once again, can we pull up Mayor Blong's statement once again, just so folks who can't get into Facebook can see? Because again, Facebook is dealing with that nationwide outage. She writes on here, active shooter situation has ended. Shooter now confirmed deceased. Active investigation continues. So if you are going to be around that area, just because the situation is over doesn't mean that there's not going to be any closures and delays, and you can still expect that as you go throughout the day.
Now, we have heard from Mayor Lori Blong for the City of Midland, from Mayor Pro Tem Amy Stretcher-Burks. We have received messages saying that Ector County Sheriff Mike Griffith said the scene was clear, or the situation was over. We've also read a couple of statements from Midland Police Chief Snow. However, we don't know if either of them is going to go public and make an announcement at some point today. We do have another statement from the City of Midland.
Yeah, it says the active shooter incident has been resolved. Suspect confirmed deceased. Scene remains active, has not been cleared. Road closures in the area still expected to remain in place for the foreseeable future as this investigation continues. So again, they're asking to avoid the area and just be sure you are monitoring the City of Midland and the Midland Police Department channels for any updates. So again, we have the suspect now dead in this active shooter investigation, and 9 people currently in the hospital. 4 are in the OR and 5 are in a stable condition right now.
Now, as this situation is still a fluid one, still an active one, we have got our teams out in the field readjusting, moving from location to location. We do have a crew from our sister station in San Angelo, Fox, West Texas. They're headed to the hospital. We still have Stephen Pepper at the collision center. He may be moving off to somewhere else, but as Sydney has been saying throughout the morning, she is going to be home based at downtown Midland at the City of Midland offices, and she'll bring us any updates that she gets from there.
Yeah, I mean, this is a developing story, and you know, she could probably get new information that we still haven't heard of yet. So she'll stay put there. Let's see if we can pull up a video from what it looked like today. We are getting a lot of viewer video that has been coming in. So thank you to everyone who has been sending us your videos. Just, you know, be extra careful whenever you're doing stuff like this. Just be safe if you are shooting video. This one was from earlier this morning. You could see that Service Road in Midland was just completely packed to the rim. And as we heard from Stephen Pepper earlier, who was at the collision center not too far from the Victoria Inn, he was saying that you could look for like right down the service road, and it was completely packed. Again, he spoke with Ector County Sheriff Mike Griffiths, one of the other agencies also responding to this active shooter case, who says that this scene, this active scene is now over. Does not mean it is clear, it's just that it's now over, again, because the suspect is dead.
Now, we are looking right now at a ground view of the situation, and our director read my mind. This is the drone video of that exact same scene. And again, you can see the number of police vehicles. There is an armored vehicle that just left the screen. And this was the case for the majority of the morning. We're told, Stephen Pepper did tell us that the law enforcement are starting to leave the area, but again, still an active scene, an active situation, so avoid this area. This is the 4600 block of West Wall, the collision center. And yeah, just stay put. If you're home, if you're at work, wherever you happen to be, don't go out there until we're told that this is completely clear and roads are back open.
And you can expect some of those closures and delays that will be carrying on throughout the day. Here's another shot that was sent in to us. Looks like that's the chopper there. Mm-hmm.
I think that may even be the front entrance to the Victorian Inn, Jolena.
Okay. But you can see DPS and a lot of the agencies responding earlier today. So we know that this was a little before, around 8 o'clock.
Around 8 o'clock, yes.
Really quick response from law enforcement today. We know that Midland Police, they were dispatched at around 8:03. Midland Fire, they were called at 8:08. During the time when there was an active shooter situation, that's when Midland Memorial had gone on lockdown, and so they had to close the emergency, the main campus and the emergency department. But that's when they later lifted the main campus.
And again, we do want to tell you that if you are wanting information on a loved one, we had posted a phone number earlier for the Family Reunification Center at Midland Memorial. They do not want you to call that number, so if you wrote it down or took a screenshot, go ahead and delete that right now. They don't want you calling that number. Instead, they say you should go to the hospital main entrance and go from there. You can also go to the chapel at Midland Memorial. Tell them who it is you want information on, and they'll help you from there.
All right, let's see if we can get Sydney back up. All right.
Obviously, we're getting some new information. We're going to see if we can go back live with Sydney Jolivet at downtown Midland.
But meantime, we know that Midland Memorial is working in conjunction with the Midland County Community Organizations Active in Disaster Group. So we know that that group has coordinated with community partners to establish that reunification center for folks who want to check on their loved ones as well, and just helping them get any information. We know that for folks who communicate through Facebook, it hasn't really been ideal today, just because there is that national outage. So folks have been, just using other social media if you're trying to get your news. I know the city of Midland said they would be using Twitter or Instagram to provide other updates as well.